Hi, thanks for stopping by. We're going to keep going with Restart. We had met our main character, Chase Ambrose. He is this kid that apparently fell off his own roof and hit his head, and now he has amnesia after having been in a coma for a while. So let's see. He can only remember one thing, and this is like a little girl in a blue lace dress, and he has no idea who she is or why he remembers her. Let's see. Well, when we left off, let's see. In fact, the doctor says, the little blonde girl suggests that your memory isn't gone at all. It's only your ability to access it that's been damaged. I believe that your missing life will come back to you, or at least some of it will. This girl might be the key. I want you to keep thinking about her, who she is, and why she's so important that you remember her when everything else disappeared. I honestly try, but there are too many other things going on. Now that I'm not dead, the hospital is suddenly in a big hurry to get me out of here. Dr. Cooperman runs tests on every part of me except my left earlobe. Turns out my brain may be short circuited, but the rest of me still works. So, how come I ache all over? Muscular is his diagnosis from the fall, or should I say, the sudden stop at the bottom. Every muscle from nose to toes tenses up from that kind of shock. Tack on 96 hours of complete inactivity, and you stiffen all over. It's normal. It'll pass. I can relate to that. I mean, times when I've had a really hard fall, like one of the many times I've fallen down the stairs, for a couple of days afterwards, everything's kind of sore and hurts. My only real injuries are a concussion and a separated left shoulder. Turns out my bad diving form saved my life. My shoulder hit the ground a split second before my head, absorbing just enough of my hard landing to keep the impact from killing me. Mom brings clothes for me to change into. I suppose I shouldn't be so blown away that they fit. They are my clothes, after all, but of course they're new to me. I can't help wondering if I have a favorite shirt or a super broken pair of jeans. I don't remember the car either, a Chevy van, or the house. I take the opportunity to fill in new blanks about myself. I am not the child of millionaires. I have no great love of cutting the grass, or maybe that one's on Johnny. I've got an excuse. I've been in a coma. I note the window I must have climbed out of since it's the only one with roof access. For some reason, I expected it to be higher, and I'm embarrassed. It's an insult to my manliness that such a puny fall scrambled my brains. When Mom opens the door, a chorus of voices cry out, "Surprise!" A makeshift banner hangs across the living room. "Welcome home, champ." A heavy-set man about Mom's age steps forward and folds me in a crushing bear hug and rubs his knuckles up and down my head. "Good to have you back, son." Mom is horrified. "Stop it, Frank. He had the concussion." The man, my father, lets me go, but he's defiant. "Ambrose men can take a few licks, Tina. You're talking about an all-county running back." "Ex all-county running back, Dad," Johnny amends. "You heard the doctor. Chase can't play football this season." "Don't be doctor," my father snorts. "What does he weigh? 140 soaking wet?" He faces my mom. "Don't turn him into a wimp like you did with Johnny." "Thanks. That means a lot," my brother says dryly. "Why are you here, Frank?" My mother is quickly losing her patience. "How many times have I asked you not to use your key anymore? This is not your house, and it hasn't been for a long while." "I pay the mortgage on this place," he growls. All at once the cloud lifts from his face, and he's grinning. "Besides, we had to be here to welcome home the conquering hero." "Falling off a roof doesn't make me a hero," I mumble. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something about my dad that makes me nervous. It isn't physical. In fact, for a middle-aged guy, he's pretty energetic and spry despite the paunch and the thinning hair. His smile is totally overpowering. To see him is to want to like him. Maybe that's the problem, I decide. He's too confident that he's welcome everywhere. And going by mom, he isn't. Not here, anyway. He's brought his new family, a wife named Corinne, who doesn't look much older than Johnny, and Helene, my 4 year old half sister. Mom was right. Helene is definitely not the girl in the blue dress. It's no big deal, I guess, but I'm disappointed. I was kind of hoping that for one thing in my life to be connected to reality. Although I'm meeting them for the first time, I have to remind myself that they already know me. For some reason, they don't seem to like me very much. Corinne hangs back, and the little kid stays firmly attached to her mom's skirt. They look at me like I'm a time bomb about to go off in their faces. What did I ever do to them? Well, that's very telling. Hmm. Why would your 4 year old half sister and your stepmom have that kind of stay back kind of attitude going on? Hmm, interesting. We'll find out more next time. We'll come back and do more restart. Be safe, be healthy, be kind to one another. See ya.